Hello there, everyone. We have a stowaway here. It's Wednesday and it's 12:30. It's Facebook Live. But I do need to say that I am in the middle of nowhere in Derbyshire. The Wi-Fi here is not that great. And so I'm going to do the best I can, given that the Wi-Fi may be a bit iffy. So if you can let me know if you can't hear or you can't see, that would be really, really helpful. Anyway, today's Facebook Live is how you can be yourself and convert more sales, because really one of the biggest things that people say to me is, oh, I'm not a salesperson, I'm a this or a that, but I'm not a salesperson. And when you identify yourself as not being a salesperson, that also says that you have to be a certain type of person to be a salesperson. And what I'm going to share with you today is that you can be absolutely yourself because you have all the skills you need to create great sales. You can go, by the way, if you want to.
Oh, thank you. Bye, everyone. I was just wondering.
You have all the skills you need and you are using them every single day to do other things. So my outcome for this Facebook Live is for you to get a realisation that you have absolutely everything that you need as a human being to be able to create all the sales that you want in your business. And in fact, human beings are innately able to do this and that you're doing them already. So, the first thing I want to share with you, and really that you're using already in your life, is to always be curious. So whenever you meet somebody outside of business and outside of sales, in fact you may even do it with your customers already, is to be really curious about them and to ask lots of questions in order to find out about that person. And obviously it's always open questions that you need to be asking, because closed questions are not going to get you much information. So if you're really curious, you will be asking lots of open questions and just being naturally yourself. So if you go to a networking event, for example, you don't need to be anyone other than you. Ask questions about the person. So, how do you find networking? How many contacts do you generally make? What kind of people do you meet here? Be really curious and get into rapport by asking very human orientated questions before you start asking questions that would lead that person to open a discussion about what you do and how that might work for them. And really, when you ask these questions, the next thing is to really be interested in the answer. So it's about listening. When you meet somebody new who's a friend, nothing to do with work, you wouldn't ask a question and then go inside your head and think, oh my gosh, what is the next question going to be? Oh my gosh, I wonder what they're thinking of me. You would be listening and being relaxed, because there's nothing attached to you listening. There's nothing at stake. You're not trying to get a sale. And that's how you must be with everyone that you come into contact with in terms of work. Now, the other thing that you are all doing is that you really must care about the other person. You care about your friends when you talk to them. You care about people that you meet that have a story that they're sharing with you. So it's about caring. You do this in other areas of your life. It's very easy to bring it in. What is it that you need to be in order to care about another human being that touches your heart in some way? So really care about that human being. The next thing that you do, if you ever meet anybody outside of work and they're sharing something that's going on for them, is you humanly, all humans do, is you innately want to help that person to get out of pain or to resolve a problem or to get something that they want. Human beings do this very naturally. You will do it naturally. So there's no difference with a sales conversation. determine what's going on for that other person, and then increase your desire to help them if it is something you can help them with. So be yourself and really focus on all the things that I've just mentioned in order for you to attract the type of people that are going to enjoy working with you. So if you're trying to be somebody else, you're going to attract people who like that somebody else that you're being. And then you may not actually like them. You may not actually want to work with them. So the more yourself you are, the more likely you are to attract the kind of person who would really love to work with you. And, it's really interesting. When I set up my first business over 20 years ago now, my whole thing was I was not going to work with anybody that I didn't really want to work with, that maybe made me feel uncomfortable or that I didn't like. And really, why should you? So being yourself will attract the kind of people that want to work with the kind of person that you are, that wants a business relationship or to buy from somebody that they really like. So it's really important for you to be you. And you're not going to appeal to everybody. There is no one size fits all. So even if you think there's this person that you need to be, they're not even going to attract everybody. They're not going to engage with everybody. So engage with the people that you like. So let me just check on my timing. So when you go to your next event or you're picking up the phone to speak to somebody, these are the things that I want you to focus on. I want you to be really curious. I want you to ask lots of open questions. I want you to really listen to the answer. I want you to determine, can I help this person or not? I want you to really care about giving them what it is they need or want, whether it's to resolve a problem or to achieve something that they can't achieve on their own. I want you to think about that person as if they're a customer already. If you had a customer or a friend in front of you that had this particular issue, would you be able to help them? I want you to not focus in your own head about, what should I say next? What should I do next? What question should I ask next? I want you to be with them. And the best way of being out of your head is to be in your body. So a really great way to do that is to notice the sensations that you're feeling in your body. So that's, some of you may understand this, some of you this may not relate to, but when I am feeling into my body, it's like I sink into my body. I feel my feet on the ground, and I feel as if there are roots coming out of my feet going into the ground that root me into the ground. And I notice the sensations in my body. So I go into feeling mode rather than thinking mode. That doesn't stop me thinking, because when I'm listening to someone and I'm feeling what that feels like, inspirations come to me that help me to say the things that feel right. And when you're in rapport with someone, if you say things that feel right, you're more likely to hit the bullseye in terms of communication. So breathe and feel, and then do all of those things that I've mentioned, and you will have so much more connection with the other person. Be who you truly are. And with that, when you're really comfortable in your own skin, comes a really dynamic warmth and connection that you cannot get if you're in your head and trying to be somebody else. And you'll really attract the people who are attracted to you as a human being. So there you have it. Be yourself. That creates more rapport, that creates more connection, and that definitely increases your chances of engaging someone who really wants to buy from you. So have fun with that. I hope the Wi-Fi was good enough. I've literally positioned myself above the router so that I had the best possible chance. So coming live from the middle of nowhere in the Derbyshire countryside. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And I look forward to speaking with you next week on Facebook Live, when I will, in fact, be... actually, next week I might be delivering some training on Wednesday. So let me have a think about what I'm going to do next week. I might change the day. Anyway, lots of love, everyone. Take care. Bye.